Hey guys, how's it going? It is Mr. Crayfish and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install my gun mod for 1.12.2. So finally I have released this mod and I thought I would do an installation video just in case there are any people out there that are confused on how to install this mod. So let's go ahead, let's get into this right now. Now the first thing I want to note is that this is for the Java edition of Minecraft. Unfortunately you cannot install this for the Pocket edition or console edition at all, so I'm sorry about that. But let's go ahead, and the first thing that we're going to do is actually start up our launcher here, and what you want to do is run a clean installation of 1.12.2. Now if you've done this already you can actually skip this step, but as you can see, if I go to latest release here, we can run 1.12.2 here. This is just to ensure that 1.12.2 is downloaded, because you actually need to do this before you can install Forge, as the required files need to be there. And there we go. That is all good. Then what we want to do next is install Forge. So Forge, if you've never heard of it, is basically a modding API, a third-party modding API, as Mojang have not released their own at the moment, so we're stuck with using Forge at the moment, but we need to download and install that. So if you go into the description below, the first link will take you to this page here. Make sure you are on the 1.12.2 section. On this left side here, it should be highlighted, and then what you want to do is go to this recommended section, and what we're going to do is click on installer here, and this is going to download a jar file. Now you just kind of got to go through this advertisement here, but just wait the 5 seconds and then eventually a button should come up. Simply just press that, skip it, and then as you can see, it has started to download. Now if you're using Chrome or anything like that, it will actually come up with this kind of warning message here saying this type of file can harm your computer. Do you want to keep Forge? What we're going to do is press keep here. Now what I want to do, say quickly, just in case you are a little bit suspicious, now the link that I gave you in the description is the official website to download Forge from. If you're downloading this from any other website, I highly recommend you do not, because they do not control what is put up on other websites. So only download from official sources, otherwise you might be downloading viruses, and I don't want you guys to do that. So make sure you're downloading from this one only. Go ahead and simply just open up this file now, and then it should bring up this kind of pop-up here. So make sure it says install client. What we're going to do is actually untick this. Now this is just a mod that Forge will install, so it can track data about Forge. As you can see, if you actually hover over it, it says a mod that collects statistics about Minecraft and your system, useful for Forge to understand how Minecraft and Forge are used. So if you want to put it on and help the developers out, you can do, but I'm just going to untick it and then go ahead and just simply press OK, and it's going to install Forge. So there we go. Then we're going to open up Minecraft here again, and we're going to create a new launcher profile. So go to launch options here, make sure you've got that visible. So if you press that there, launch options, and click add new, and then we'll say, we'll call it modded. And then what you want to do is go to the version list here, and what you want to do is scroll down, and we're going to find that version of Forge. Now the one that we actually did download real quickly is 1.12.2, but significantly this 2611. So what we're going to do is go to this list here and find that. So it'll be all the way down at the bottom here. So we need to find release 1.12.2. So there's one here and there's one here. I've just got a bunch of different ones installed, but as you can see, this one here, so 1.12.2, and then at the end here it has 2611, so that matches up with the one we downloaded on the website. Click on that, and then we're actually going to change around the resolution here. You don't have to do this, this is just my personal preference. And then we're also going to bump up the RAM as well, something you guys might want to do as well. So go to JVM arguments, turn this on, and then simply where it has this number 1 here, we're going to bump that up to 2 gigabytes there. And then we're going to go ahead, press save, and then go back to news here, and then if you actually go into your list of things here, let's find that modded profile, and there we go. We're going to go ahead and run that once, and there we go. Forge has now started. Now what we need to do is locate our mods folder. We have music turning on here, let's turn that off. Let's go to options here, go to resource packs, and then click on open resource pack folder. And what this is going to do is kind of get you into your Minecraft directory. what we need to do is go back one folder. So if you see at the top here, we have resource packs, and then you want to click the one before it. And now this is our Minecraft directory here. We're going to open up the mods folder here. And then what I like to do is create a new folder, and I'm going to call this 1.12.2. So this is the version of Minecraft we're installing it for. Then what we're going to do is go to the second link in the description below, and what this is going to do is take you to the MrCrayfish's gun mod mod page. And then what you simply want to do is go over here where it says Minecraft 1.12, click on the download link there. It's going to start downloading the mod, and then we're simply actually going to drag that into this folder over here. So once that's downloaded, again, you'll get a warning for these types of files because they are executable files. However, CurseForge, I highly recommend, if you guys ever download mods, only download from CurseForge or kind of other trusted websites. Like I host my mods as well on my own website. But obviously I'm not going to be putting in, you know, viruses or anything like that. That would be the stupidest thing I could ever do, and pretty much it would ruin my career. But once you've downloaded that, drag it into here. We're also going to put it into that 1.12.2 folder, and there we go. Now we also need to download the required library, because if you actually have a look on here, it says this mod requires the obfuscate library in order for it to run. So I'm going to click on this link here, and then we're going to download this library as well. So this is actually a library I developed, which is used with a lot of my mods now because I wanted to have compatibility between them all. Again, press keep. It will come up with that warning. And then let's go ahead and drag that in there well. So there we go. And once that is done, we can actually close the game here. We have to restart it, and simply go ahead, press play now, and it should load up the game with those mods now installed. And then if we simply go over to this mods button here, we should see in the list here we have obfuscate, and then we also have, most importantly here, MrCrayfish's gun mod. So we're going to go ahead and press done. Let's check if it's actually in the world here. So we'll just create a quick creative world right now. Let's go ahead, let's bring up the tab here, and there we go. MrCrayfish's gun mod is now installed. You can start playing around with this in your own world. I'd love to see you guys actually playing around with this mod, so if you do install it, send me some screenshots of you know, what you've been doing with it. You can send the screenshots to my Twitter. Link is in the description below. And if you found this video helpful today, make sure you go ahead, snap that like button, and I will see you guys later. Bye!